And this is the body scan meditation. You can do this in any posture that's comfortable for you, sitting, lying down, standing up. I'll lead the practice as though you're sitting down, and you can make any adjustments that you'd like to for your own posture right now. And if you'd like to close your eyes or have a soft downward gaze, it's up to you, just to limit the distractions around us. And I invite you to come to the breath, if that's comfortable for you. If not, just choose a different anchor, maybe the feet, maybe the body in the chair. And I'll lead the practice as though it's the breath. So just sensing as best you can the movement of air as you breathe, creating movement in your body. So just sensing into your body as you breathe in and you breathe out. Where can you feel that movement with the breath coming in and the breath going out? Just sensing that movement as you breathe here in this moment. And I invite you to come to your feet first of all, so coming to the furthest point away from our busy heads, our busy minds. So can you notice the soles of the feet touching the floor, making contact with the floor beneath you? Maybe sensing temperature, maybe sensing your sock or your shoe, or maybe the air in the room against the skin of your feet. We're not looking for any particular sensations, we're not trying to create them. We're just noticing what's here right now. So maybe coming to the toes, maybe you can sense numbness, warmth, coolness. And coming down the soles of the feet to the heel, and feeling into the heel. And then coming up to the ankles, maybe you can sense the bone or the skin of the ankles. And then coming up to the calves and the shins. What sensations are here right now in your calves and your shins, if any? Then coming up to the knees, the kneecap, inside the knees, the back of the knee. And coming up to the thighs, the fronts of the thighs, the backs of the thighs, making contact with the chair, the sides of the thighs. Maybe you can feel your clothing against the skin of your thighs. And then coming up to the bottom, maybe sensing the contact with the chair, the base of the back, maybe that's touching the back of the chair. And just sensing into your back and your spine and the posture that you're in right now. And maybe letting that be upright and dignified. Just letting your spine follow its natural curve. And maybe you'd like to bring your back away from the back of the chair, just letting your spine be self-supporting. So just sensing into the back, the lower back, the mid-back, the shoulder blades. How do your shoulders feel right now? Maybe you can soften them a little bit more. Maybe you could drop them down and back and soften, even if it's just 1% in this moment. Coming to the tops of the shoulders and the tops of the back. And then coming down the arms, the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms. the wrists, the hands. What sensations are in your hands right now, if any? Maybe you can feel warmth in the palm of the hand. Maybe you can sense your fingertips, your nails, the tops of the hands. Maybe the air making contact with the skin of the hands, the back of the hands. Now sensing into the whole of the arms. And then from the hands coming across to the belly, the lower belly, the belly button, above the belly button. What sensations, if any, can you feel in your belly right now? Maybe it's the movement of the air as the belly expands and releases. Rising and expanding on the in-breath and releasing and softening on the out-breath. Maybe you can feel your clothing touching the skin of the belly. And then coming up to the ribs, the chest. And maybe just raising the chest a little bit, letting your chest be upright. And maybe getting a sense of your lungs expanding as your chest raises up and your shoulders drop down. And letting your lungs fill on the in-breath and release on the out-breath. And then from the chest, coming up to the neck, the front of the neck, the back of the neck. Sensing into the neck. Then coming up to the jaw, the teeth, the tongue. Can you soften your jaw a little bit, let it relax, even if it's just 1% more. Into the mouth, the nose, the cheeks. Maybe you can feel the air against your face and your cheeks. Into the ears, the eyes, the eyebrows, the forehead. What sensations, if any, can you sense in your face right now? And then coming up to the hairline, the scalp, the whole of the head. And if you'd like to, maybe holding in your awareness the whole of the body, from your feet all the way to your head, and from your inner core to your outer skin. What sensations are here right now for you, if any? Just being aware of them, noticing them, and just sensing into the body. Our body's a barometer for our health. So just sensing, releasing tension where we can, noticing what's here in our experience. And then letting go of the scanning and just sensing how you feel right now, sensing into the body, your physical state, your mental state, your emotional state. And letting go of the practice, opening your eyes if they were closed or raising your gaze and taking in the room that you're in. And just letting your body move however it wants to move, maybe a stretch across the arms and the chest and the back and the shoulders, the fingers. And closing the practice when you're ready.